Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Honorable Dr. Terrance Drew, said that countries are heading in the right direction in relation to the European Union's acknowledgement and a written declaration that the transatlantic slave trade and slavery were morally wrong.
What is interesting here is that to have that even been acknowledged in a document is a great leap forward. So I look at it as the glass being half full instead of being half empty. We have at least gotten to the point where we see an apology for slavery. As you know my position on that, I have not hidden my position. I have not hidden my position with respect to where I feel about that. If you read Walter Rodney, How Europe Underdeveloped Africa, who had done an excellent job in exposing how the exploitation of Africa led to its underdevelopment and by extension affected the states of the Caribbean, which were slave states and so forth. And so that is there. Nobody can deny that.
The declaration was made during the recently concluded EU-CELAC summit in Brussels, Belgium, from 17th to 18th July 2023. The 10th point of the declaration of the EU-CELAC summit 2023 reads, quote, "We acknowledge and profoundly regret the untold suffering inflicted on millions of men, women and children as a result of the transatlantic slave trade. We underline our full support to the related principles and elements contained in the Durban Declaration and Program of Action, including the acknowledgement that slavery and the slave trade, including the transatlantic slave trade, were appalling tragedies in the history of humanity, not only because of the abhorrent barbarism, but also in terms of their magnitude, organized nature, and especially their negation of the essence of the victims, and that slavery and the slave trade are a crime against humanity," end quote. CELAC referred to the CARICOM 10-point plan for reparatory justice.